What's up, everyone? How we all doing, guys? Yeah, welcome back. Here we are again with another episode. Except this time, man's got some fluoro red hair. What you guys think? I'm totally vibing with this right now. I just got this done the other day, so blonde. I was kind of getting sick of the blonde, so I wanted to change things up a little. That looks really dope as well on camera. um, but yeah, so I wanted to do something a little different today. I want to do chat about this is more about like the health and the body and stuff like that. I kind of want to go over a few things and specifically, which I think will be fun because I've been really wanting to talk to a lot of people about this as well because I have benefited through some of these techniques and these changes in my life. And I think if everyone else can realize it and maybe put it into action in their life, I think it can have some unbelievable benefits for them as well. So yeah, I apologize for this lighting. This lighting sucks, man. Like, the lighting sucks in all my videos, and so does my audio. Man is on that poxy laptop hustle right now with broken headphones right now. I'm way too broke to afford any equipment right now, so I'm just hustling out content on these poxy devices. But at the end of the day, guys, it's the info in the content, not the visuals right now. So take that into account. But yeah, let's kick it off with what I want to chat about. So I just want to give everyone a bit of a background on me first, before I talk about all this as well. So for those of you who obviously don't know me, like, I have been genetically gifted as like an athlete my whole life. Like, I've always been an athlete from the moment I was a young age, and that's just obviously from my parents. So like, I was always a runner, like sprints, long distance. I just always had a knack for it. Like, it just came very natural to me, like from a very young age, and I loved competing throughout school. I loved running, and I played football pretty much throughout my whole teenage years and stuff like that. Loved that as well, but really, really enjoyed running, and only did it for school. I never took it too seriously, and I main thing is I never trained for everything. Like, even though I was so into sports and all this, like, I never really took care of my body in that sense. Like, I never stretched. I never trained. I never prepared for any physicalities of anything, any physical sports or whatnot. And I never had any issues. Obviously, when you're young, you don't really experience that many issues. And I just had very good genetics. I recovered very easily and whatnot. So yeah, everything was pretty breezy, and I never really had any issues with that. And now, fast forward to now. So I'm now 20 years old. I don't really play sport anymore, which is annoying. I'd love to. I don't really run anymore as well. I work out a lot, but I don't do much cardio, which I definitely should do. I just haven't committed to that yet. So I haven't really been sporty in the last 2-3 years after finishing high school. Which I hate as well. I really want to get back into sports. I always have loved sports, and I always will love sports. So that's something I definitely want to kind of implement into my life a bit more. But yeah, so I'd say a few months ago, like 4 or 5 months ago or whatnot, it was the first time, well, second time actually, that I realized like I was self-aware of damage within my body or like pain within my body. First time, for instance, was smoking. I used to be a full-time smoker, cigarettes, and it was when I started realizing my lung capacity and my lungs were just really, really being damaged, and I could feel that, and that's when I finally became aware of the damage I was doing with that. And sweet as I've given up. The second time was a few months ago, right? And I pretty much just started waking up with hell bad back pains, like lower back pains. And like I feel like you speak with people, and that just comes normal sometimes. Like, you feel like that just comes naturally, and sometimes it would go on and off, and then it really started becoming more of an occurring thing on a day-to-day basis. And it got to the point where I was waking up out of bed and I was feeling real strong pain in my lower back. Like, it would hurt to get up, and then some movements throughout the day was hurting really badly in my lower back. And like for me, like as I said, coming from like an athlete and whatnot, it was just like, what the fuck? Like, I should not be in this, like, I should not be feeling this. Like, I should not be in pain in my physical body with no, like, issues whatsoever. I don't do anything, I haven't injured myself. I'm a young 20-year-old. Why am I in pain? And I really started questioning that. And it was just such a shock to me. Like, and it was very irritating, and it was very just upsetting as well. Just like, to my mind, like every day, knowing that I was in this pain and I wasn't sure why. But that was it. Like I recognized that I was in pain, and I had to fix this. Like I had to figure out what was going on. I should not be in this pain at such a young age. Like it's just ridiculous. So I remember, I spoke to a friend of ours, Uj. She's a physiotherapist, and she's amazing. And I remember going to like a session with her and just kind of like telling her what was going on and whatnot. And she just like had a quick look at me and was just like, "Yep, like here's your problem or whatnot." And it was like, it was something as simple as I was sitting down too much. I was sitting on chairs, so in a 90-degree angle on your back, and I wasn't stretching enough. And so I had too much tight tension in certain areas on my feet and my lower back, and I just simply wasn't stretching. And I was kind of just dumbfounded. I was like, oh, it's like, that's it. Like, that's what's causing all this. And I was like, is that hard to fix or whatnot? She just goes, no, like, like a few simple steps can really fix this problem. And she said the steps were getting rid of chairs. So you limit the amount of time you're sitting on a chair, and start stretching. Like, really start stretching on a daily basis. And that was that. And I just, as soon as I left that, I went out there and I did that. Both JC and I actually went and did that. So ever since then, we've been sitting on these bad boys, exercise balls. These are amazing. So, like, the benefit of these is, A, you're constantly moving around on them. Like, you can't really sit still on them. So it's always giving your body fluent movement around whilst you're sitting down, if you're in an office or whatever. And it really helps with posture. Like, it just naturally kind of clings you into posture, because you kind of have to be strong when you're sitting on these. So I got one of these. I got rid of the chair. Fuck chairs. To anyone who sits in an office and sits in a chair and more than like 4 hours a day, you need to get rid of chairs straight up, and you need to get into one of these. And then I started stretching every day, and I also, let me grab this. Also started using this. I don't actually know like the name of this, but I'm just gonna call it like a pressure ball or whatever. And it's just a real hard, strong ball, and just started stretching out pressure points specifically on the bottoms of my heels and my feet, because the pressure under my feet was directly related to my lower back, and that blew me away. I was like, "What? Like, is that even real?" She was like, "Yep." So I started doing these 3 things. Okay. Now here's what happened. All right. So I started stretching on a daily basis every morning, or for me, my routine is when I get home from my work in the morning, which is around lunchtime usually. I do my main stretch then, 30 minutes of that, and then just before, sometimes before the gym and after the gym, and then maybe before bed. And I just started doing basic stretching routines and started stretching my body out. Like, I swear down to this, and this is why I wanted to make the video as well. 1 week of getting rid of chairs out of my life, not sitting down on a chair, stretching out the pressure at the bottom of my feet, and stretching my back and body out throughout on a day-to-day basis. Within 1 week, my back was completely resolved. Like, I'm talking, I went from like real bad pain in my lower back to nothing at all, and feeling even better, like so much better. And it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I was like, seriously, those few little things could have such a big impact on my body. So I want to go through a bit about this journey of me like stretching and stuff like that, because I think it's really cool. I think it's interesting. So that happened, and that was like the big click and realization for me of how beneficial it is to take care of your body, and how important it is, and how dangerous it is to not be doing these steps and not stretching out or whatnot. The fact that I could have a sore back from sitting down and not stretching, like it was a big eye opener for me. So that really kind of motivated me to take, stretching and stuff like that more seriously. And then throughout the next few weeks, another thing hit me when I started stretching more. I became super self-aware of how bad my body actually was. Like, I am a fit guy. Like physically, I look fit, and I am still very fit. So for me to start stretching and then realize how unflexible and how, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, like stagnant, like how I'm not in alignment with my physical body I really was. It was just such a big eye opener. Like, it was a huge pain for me to even touch my toes. Like I could do it, and I was like I've naturally, once again, I was naturally kind of flexible for someone who doesn't stretch, so I could touch my toes, but that was it, and that was painful. And the movements I was doing when I was stretching were just brutal, and I could just feel every fiber in my body, just years of no, no love, no care, no support, just kind of coming out of me. And it was intense, because I was just, I don't know, it was kind of like an emotional journey for me, because I was just so unaware that my body was in this pain and like was just not in a good shape. But it was only until I started committing to stretching that I really recognized that and became very aware of it. So I kind of just became addicted to stretching now, because I truly realized and understood the importance of stretching in our everyday life. Because not only was it affecting my physical body, it was affecting my mental and my work ethic. And I didn't realize that until I started stretching as well. So once I started stretching, I realized the tension and stress I was releasing through my body, the energy and care of giving love to my body, and just that self-care and awareness was just making me happier, bringing me on a higher wavelength and a higher frequency, which was just so satisfying as well. There's something so satisfying about just stretching and just completing a stretch, like just physically to the body and mentally, and spiritually. So I've pretty much been committing to stretching for like 4 months. 4 months now. And I just can't express how amazing I feel in all aspects of my life because of solely stretching. Just stretching alone has done so much benefit in my life, like a huge amount. And I really just wanted to I just want to get this across to some people. Like, I really want to make people aware of how important it is. And if you are somebody who is having these pains and has that feeling, like, just take a step back, like take a seat, just calm your breath and just feel your body, like move your arms and legs, try stretch out, like how flexible are you, like do you feel one with your body, or are you just tight and cramped and in pain? You need to start stretching. Like, it should be a legitimate necessity in humans' lives, because the damage that is being done to our bodies when we're not stretching and taking care of it is just astronomical. And this is what leads to these brutal pains and diseases later on down the track. You see these people walking around with these hunches and these bad backs and these walking like, all that is due to just years of destruction to the body and not care. So I really want to push people. I just recommend stretching. Like, just give it a crack. Start off slow. Look, this is the fact of it. Like, it's brutal at the start. And in actual fact, it's always brutal because you're always pushing yourself. It's just, you come to love it. The same way like starting off in the gym is like brutal, but you come to love it and you keep pushing harder. That analogy won't work if you've never really been to the gym though, so good on me for that one. I don't know, I can't really explain it. Like, look, it's super tough. It always is going to be, but it's just, for me, it was, that's why I use those examples, because for me, it wasn't like, I need to stretch because blah, blah, blah. Like, it was when I started stretching, I had this connection with myself because my body was telling me that it was in this much pain and I needed to take care of it. So you just have to find this realization, like just understand your body a little bit more. So I highly recommend everyone starts stretching and feels their body out, and you'll know exactly what I mean. And I just guarantee if you truly stay consistent to it and you start stretching a little bit further every week, and just staying consistent, you'll see a drastic amount of improvement in your life, your daily routines and your mental space, and which will result into so much more positive energy coming through to your life, your stress levels, your relationships with other people. Like, it's unbelievable. I cannot express enough how beneficial stretching is. Just once or twice a day, start off small and just stay consistent with it. It's really changed my life, so I just wanted to, I don't know, tell that story, and hopefully I can get one person to commit to stretching, and 2 months, 3 months from now, they can hit me up and say, yo bro, I know what you're talking about, eh? Like, that's literally like, I'd be so happy if that's what happened, because that's all I want out of this. But yeah. I'm also what I'm gonna do is I'm so annoyed I wasn't doing this earlier as well. So I started stretching like 4 months ago I'd say, 3 to 4 months, I don't fucking know, somewhere around there, and that was just like basic stretches, back, lower, like legs and stuff like that. But around 2 months ago, I really started pushing like my legs, my groin, and like hamstring stretches, because I literally I've set this goal. I want to do the splits. Like, I've always actually wanted to be able to just do the splits, but like as a kid, when you can't even like touch your toes, like the splits just seems impossible. Like, it seems literally impossible, but it's not. And I'm gonna start making videos like maybe every week or 2 weeks or whatever, just updates on my progress, because I swear to God, I'm going to do the splits very, very soon. So I've been doing it for 2 months, right? Like, well, I've been stretching for 4, but I've been pushing my like splits for 2 months, and the amount of improvement is unbelievable. I honestly reckon I could be doing the full splits in 2 to 3 more months. Like, it's not hard. It's just consistency, and it's just like training it. And like, I have never been able to like stretch this far in my entire life. Like, it's quite incredible. So I'm gonna show you guys. Hopefully you can see it on this poxy camera and lighting. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see it. So I guess this is gonna be my starting point, which is annoying because I've been doing it for 2 months, but at least we get a rough idea. And then yeah, so I'll show you guys. I just took my headphones out as well. I don't know if the audio is probably terrible from the laptop as well. I apologize. Alright, I'm gonna see if we can get this in. So this is how I stretch. This is how I practice my actual like split stretching as well, alright? So before I do it. So I do my normal stretches and stuff like that, like every day. And then after my stretches, I'll do my real strong like split stretches. And all it is I grab a chair, you support yourself with your 2 hands, and I just do like 3 sets essentially. Alright, so when you're starting off, you just hold the chair like that, and then you just go to as far as you can stretch, and like get to a point where, once again, you never want to like push yourself, you don't want to injure yourself. Like, just feel your body, man. Like, there will be a point where it's like, it hurts, but like, you're not in agonizing pain. It's more like a strong last set in the bench. Once again, if you don't gym, you're not going to get that reference. just find that balance. And then you want to keep your back real straight and just hold that stretch for a minute. It's going to be intense. You know, lift yourself back up once that minute's gone. walk around for like 30 seconds, stretch out, come back, then do a 45-second set, except like go a bit lower this time. And like you'll be able to go lower. That's the best part about this. And then same thing, 45 seconds, stand up, stretch around, and then last set, do 30 seconds, and then get a little lower again. And you'll be able to get lower. Like even if it's a slight bit, you'll be able to get lower. But yeah, so that's what I do as well every morning. But yeah, so this is my progress so far. So this is going to be the first episode of how low men's can get with his stretching. Alrighty. Like, even this right now, I would never have been able to do a long time ago. Alrighty. That's pretty good for me. Like, I know you can't... The chair's kind of blocking it, but this is... I'm really happy with this. This is real low. I can really push my back. So close yet so far. I honestly... Yeah. So that's that. That's the first little kind of update I want to do on my stretching, and I'm gonna make videos. Yeah, I'm gonna put these back in just in case this audio is trash. So yeah, I'm gonna make some more updates on that because I just want to prove to you guys that this like shit is doable, and like I'm gonna do it. Like I just know for a fact I'm gonna be able to do the splits very soon. So yeah. That, guys, is from 2 months. I literally used to never be able to touch my toes, and I'm doing that now. So, honestly, you can do anything. The human mind is so strong. It's so powerful. You just have to have the power, belief, and consistency, man. It's consistency. It's not skipping days. It's just being consistent. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, wanted to chat a little bit about that. I think that's super beneficial, and I hope this video can inspire somebody. But yeah, this one's this is a little different. I kind of want to start doing more personal videos as well. I'm gonna chuck these ones on just on YouTube, and maybe stick the music stuff to IGTV. But yeah, that's what I mean. This channel is just gonna be everything that I want to talk about, whether it's business, music, personal shit. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.